P-Sticks began for me a long time ago when Shine really was starting to tutor me for my SATs in high school. And he's a great tutor. We began every session with games of P-Sticks. And actually, no, I was starting to play P-Sticks even before that. He just lived up the street from me, and we were tossing sticks, and both of our dogs were friends, and we played a lot. And then once he started to tutor me, we began every tutoring session dropping in with playing this game. So that was my first real immersion into that realm of flow state and how it can be applied across disciplines and across worlds. The academic world, taking a high pressure test. What can P-Sticks do to allow you to drop into a really calm state? And it allowed me to do that. And the journey goes on. I've been to the World Peace Center in Nicaragua a couple times, where they made the LG Guasimo sticks, and surfed, played sticks, and it was like my first real introduction to what peace is. And it's simple. It's as simple as throwing sticks. And Shine is talking about world peace, and it starts as the inside. It starts in the inside world. That's where it starts, and that's the potential for it to grow into something as big as a community and as big as a nation, as big as a world, is only as powerful as that individual connection with it. And I think there's huge potential for the individual to connect with it this day and age, because it's a game, it's a meditation, it's a practice that is so accessible for whatever level you are. And the cool thing about P-Sticks is why it's often kind of maybe overlooked compared to more complicated, shiny, packaged ways of dropping in and flow state. And well, for one, it's free. You don't even have to have a beautifully painted stick. You can find one on the beach and start throwing it. But it's so simple, and in that way, it's so liberating, because you're not invested, you're not selling your soul, you're not emptying your bank account for a few hours of flow state, like we're sold these day and ages. It's just free, and it's available all the time. The journey continued through college. I shared P-Sticks with my friend, shared P-Sticks in Australia in my travels, in Peru, Japan. We had made a connection in Japan, and we sold P-Sticks to this guy out there. And most places I go with a pair of P-Sticks, because it's like music. You can just always share it, and it's got to connect with somebody across language barrier. So P-Sticks, beyond the game, has made me a calmer person, and it's allowed me to be able to stay center when chaotic things are happening in my life. Much like a game, you drop in sticks are flying at you. You're staying in this zone, in this flow state of trust and reactivity. So when you leave the game and life is happening, you can kind of find your way through by just staying within yourself. My favorite thing about P-Sticks, other than busting them out on the grass in the park out of my backpack, is just in the game itself. You can play with kids, you can play with older people, and you can always kind of find this equilibrium between you and them, this flow state capacity. what I really enjoy playing is playing with Shine, playing with some of my friends who have practiced a lot and getting into that higher level play. And that's when you totally go no mind and you start to do things that you're not used to doing, and that you're like, you don't really have time to even look at them and appreciate them. You're just reacting and moving, which is so different than the sports that I grew up playing, where you remember that hit that you had, or more likely that strikeout that you had. Here in P6, you're doing things that you don't even know how you did it, but you're doing them all the time. So it's such an easy way to tap into capacity in your body, in your reactions that you didn't know existed.